Good afternoon, this is Tim Malcolm filling in for Tracy Baxter, and this is Record Newswatch for April 16th. It began late Saturday afternoon and continued throughout the night. The massive fire that brought in 43 companies and 300 firefighters, displacing the residents of the Grandview Palace condominiums in Loch Sheldrake, is being called the largest fire in Catskills history. Formerly Brown's Hotel, the Grandview Palace condominiums burst into flames Saturday, filling the main lobby with smoke and sending residents out into the streets. Fire companies from Sullivan, Orange, and Ulster counties responded to the blaze, but the fire raged, destroying 7 of the 9 buildings in the 396-unit complex. The blaze came just 2 months after the town of Fallsburg threatened Grandview with condemnation after committing several fire and safety violations. As part of the complex's shaky status, the town called for mandatory fire watches every half hour on the site. It was on one of these fire watches that the blaze was first discovered. Residents were quickly alerted.
I was swimming and I saw and I look over and there was smoke coming out from over by the wall, and I was like, is that smoke? And as we got out of the pool, it instantly filled up the whole entire lobby area right there with black smoke.
For many residents of Grandview, there wasn't much time to retrieve essential items like clothing, cell phones, and paperwork. Residents couldn't help but feel helpless while watching the destruction of their home.
Crap. I don't know what do you say. It's our only place to live. It's our home. So it's been our home for the last few months. We were just settling into the area, but what do you say when all your things are going up in smoke?
The American Red Cross has established a recovery center at SUNY Sullivan Fieldhouse, where residents are told to check in and receive emergency help. As of 8 a.m., the shelter registered 78 residents, sheltering 45. Mental health and health services professionals, plus Department of Social Services representatives, are also on hand to assist residents with long-term housing needs. The Grandview Palace is the former Brown's Hotel, which opened in 1944 and was a staple of the Catskills summer experience. During the 1950s, it was a favorite hotel of iconic comedian Jerry Lewis. The Browns was converted to condominiums in 1997. Stay with recordonline.com throughout the day and the Times-Herald Record Tuesday for more updates on the fire at Grandview Palace condominiums. Mr. President, please protect our air. That's the message being sent Monday by Congressman Maurice Hinchey. The Democratic representative for the 22nd District is sending a letter to President Barack Obama calling for a finalization of the Environmental Protection Agency's new source performance standards, which will increase protections from air pollution caused by hydraulic fracturing practices.
We have to have good quality water. If we don't have water, then our health is going to be in bad shape, and the length of our life is going to be in bad shape.
Hinchey says more than 20 of his colleagues in the House of Representatives have signed his letter. Drilling has been ongoing in Pennsylvania's Marcellus Shale, while the town of Olive in the 22nd District was the most recent local town to ban fracturing within municipal limits. There was movement Monday on the Governor Herbert H. Lehman. The retired Staten Island ferry boat that has been docked at Newburgh Steelways Incorporated was surrounded Monday by barges and cranes. The ferry tipped at an acute angle in March after springing a leak submerged partially into the Hudson River. U.S. Coast Guard spokesman Tom McKenzie told the Times-Herald Record in March that the ferry, which can carry 3,500 passengers, poses no danger to the river. Failed past plans for the Lehman included a floating college dorm and a lobster restaurant. The fishing lines were out in Roscoe Saturday as it was first cast in Trout Town, USA. Author Joe Perrone Jr. threw out the ceremonial first cast. One of the first fish, a 12-inch brown trout, was caught by Phil Eggleton. He and his son Dave will lead Dreamcast, an initiative designed to hook people onto fishing.
Dreamcast is an opportunity for people to learn to fish or get reintroduced to fishing. And they're going to learn about local streams and waters, a little bit of the history. They're going to get a fishing 101 class on basic fishing techniques. Most of that's going to be casting, Some of it will be push button or with a bait pole, just bait and a pole for some of the younger people who are coming, perhaps can't handle a reel. What we're going to do is give them a 101.
Well, if you've been outside today, you may have felt as if it was July. No, it's only potentially the hottest April 16th. The record at Orange County Airport for today is 89 degrees, set in 2002. Forecast today had temperatures going up to 90 in parts of our region, with some of those temperatures recorded. While this summer-soaked forecast continues a trend of warm winter and spring weather, this phenomenon is predicted to be a one-day distraction. That's because it will cool slightly starting tonight as temperatures dip into the low 60s. Tuesday will be more seasonable, still warm and mostly sunny at 75 degrees. And Wednesday will get a bit more relief, though the sun will stay with temperatures reaching 67 degrees. Be sure to stay with recordonline.com throughout the evening and tomorrow morning for much more about what's happening in the Hudson Valley and Catskills, including the latest on the Grandview Palace condominiums fire. For Record Newswatch, this is Tim Malcolm. Have a great evening.